Hello everyone, this is Cram, and welcome to Fire Emblem Heroes of the Light channel. This is a little game that I've played a little while, probably a couple of years back as well, and everybody else has kind of played it to an extent, but it never was really released in the States. I actually do own a legitimate copy of it. This one is a little bit different. There is a patched version of this, pretty much where English is shown. Anyway, we're going to try and play this game on Lunatic mode. As far as conditions, I'm just going to show these real quick. We are going to allow the Growth Bond and Rainbow Potion to be allowed. Furthermore, obviously, Wi-Fi will be excluded from here, as well as stuff like transferring units. Okay, so we are going to start on Lunatic mode. Maybe if I beat this in a reasonable amount of time, and if I have the time to do it, I might do Lunatic Reverse, but let's not hold our breath. Okay, so pretty much in Fire Emblem 12, what you get to do is you get to create your own unit. So, I'm going to create my own, and I'm going to give him, I'll give him a rather unique name. Not many people will know what this means, but I'll explain it one day. Okay, now, first you can choose if you're a male or a female. Obviously, I'm a male, as you can tell by my voice. It's pretty feminine, if you ask me. Okay, so, occupation. So we have Mercenary, Knight, Cavalier, Fighter, Archer, and Mage to choose from. From what I know of in Lunatic mode run-throughs I've seen through people like Don and PKL, as well as Paper Blade and MJ and Razian, the ones that have been used are Armor Knight, Cavalier, and Fighter. Those are the ones three that have been fairly effective in low turn counts of this mode. I haven't seen anything of Archer. In Mage, I saw Paper Blade used once, and he found it kind of awful. He was using female, though. And I haven't seen much of Mercenary, but it does seem kind of promising as a class. It could double a little bit earlier in the game, but it does face kind of weird issues. For my purpose, I'm going to stick with a Fighter. I kind of personally like this class, and having access is great. So we're going to do that. So I get to choose our different hairstyle. I've always been kind of fond of this one. Same with the hair color, like this for some reason. Of course, I love the monocle. But I think this time we're going to go for the Haar look. I mean, Haar versus Canis. It's really hard to decide. Okay. Now, we get to choose our past, present, and future. What these three stats do is they affect your total build. For my purpose, I'm going to be going Orphan. This gives you +2 strength and match, as well as +10% to the growths. For present, we're going to take Strength. Strength gives +2 HP and a +20% HP growth. This pretty much means that I'm guaranteed to have 100% HP growth as a fighter, plus a 20% chance of proccing another one. Obviously, we're not going to bank on it too much, but that means other classes that I reclassed it to, HP is almost as sure as hell way of getting. For future, we're going to take Honorable. This gives me +15% to the skill and speed growths, pretty much to keep me up par in speed. As far as the base total stats, you'll see on the screen in a little bit. For total growths, it's 120% HP, 70% strength, 5% Mage, 70% skill, 55% speed, 60% luck, 25% defense, and lo and behold, 0% resistance. Aw, snap. Okay, so let's get this ball on the ground. And we'll start with Prologue 1. Now I'm just going to show a little bit, mainly just so that other people who haven't actually seen this game kind of see what the results are like as far as how everything goes. So of course, there are a few differences for Fire Emblem 3 Book 2 for anyone that's actually ever played it. Probably not, because it was released only in Japan, as well as this game for some odd reason. So, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. So pretty much Fire Emblem 3 Book 2 was the sequel to Fire Emblem 1, or Fire Emblem 3 Book 1. There were, I think, about 25 chapters, and there was no prologue. Well, the difference in this game is, of course, on top of creating your own unit, you also get to meet a couple other characters, as well as do a prologue of sorts. So it kind of helps a little bit with your early game definitely with Lunatic in mind. So this one right here is Katarina, but we're going to skip the cutscene because that's not what I want to do. Okay, so to show you, we have a soldier here and we have Jake. From what I know of, there doesn't have to be any real requirements for this chapter. The only real big one is that you proc the strength. I know this seems kind of cheesy in sorts, but it guarantees a 3-turn clear on Prologue 2. So, unfortunately, I do kind of need it. So, pretty much on the enemy phase, you're going to be attacked by the soldier here. Now, the difference is that you're going to move over here and use the vulnerary. This will put you pretty much close to that full health. As far as hit rates, I'm not sure, but you're guaranteed to survive anyway. Also, my unit will 2-hit KO Jagan. So, really not much to worry about. And there you have it. Beaten in about 3 turns. Let's make sure that we at least get the strength so that we can move on. Okay, I definitely was not banking on that, but sure, we'll take it. Yeesh. Okay, so, that's pretty much it for this chapter. I'm going to try to upload as many as I can, crunched together, so the commentary is going to feel a little bit junky, clunky per se, but it should mesh in okay at the end. This has been Colonel M with Prologue 1.